everybody. Welcome to Late Night Rise of the Podcast. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
I'm Dave.
And I'm freshly updated with a brand new bios. And I'm Brownie. So very quickly, right at the beginning, there's a couple of things I want to give out. So Subsector 3D shouted us out.
Nice.
And that was so awesome. So
Thank you, Subsector
3D, for the shout out.
That's amazing.
Don Corleone 142 followed us.
Well, hello, Don.
Hello. Thank you for the follow.
And then 17 minutes ago, Mayhem resubscribed.
I am Mayhem.
That's incredible.
So while we were in the middle of updating our buyouts of the world's jankiest two-part solution.
I want to talk about that, but we'll do it after you do your wheel spin.
Okay,
And we do have a wheel spin. So let's see if I can remember how to do this now.
This is for Pete. Oh yeah. What do we got?
Kara movie review noise.
Pete won a movie review. You get to make Kara. And Kara watched Blazing Saddles.
I did watch Blazing Saddles.
So Pete, pick a movie. Nice. You think Kara? Hey, RJ. Hello. There's a gift card waiting for you in your inbox. I hope you got it. I emailed it to you last Saturday. And
my goodness. A hype train is coming in.
Oh my gosh.
Darth Gallum cheered 100 bits, so we have to read from the book.
We have to. Hey, we didn't do that
Flazzy resubbed. Wasting time resubbed.
Flazzy.
So we've got some nerve darting that's going to happen. We've got some dramatic reading from the book that's going to happen.
Are we reading or are we shooting first?
Let's read first. Let's give the people.
We're reading first. We are reading. Chris
I guess we're shooting first.
Okay, we're shooting first.
Right off the bat. Oh, right in the thigh. Oh, that's a fresh battery. That has some heat on it. Woo.
Man, this is why I wear
jackets. Those are some spicy Funyuns.
Oh. What is going on?
Double the money.
Well,
oh my God! What the?
Oh, wow. Oh. Wow, what a way to start.
Oh. Yes, that was definitely 3 worth. Oh my gosh.
We're right off the bat, hot tamales.
Is it just me or does this shot still look crooked?
It looks fuzzy to me.
No, it's just everybody sees nothing after what we went through tonight. I'll get to it as soon as Kara's done reading the book.
All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
The subdued spa lighting, though, was actually quite calming, as were the trance-like music and the air diffuser that pumped out a soothing eucalyptus scent. And he was surprised to realize that, lying face down.
Oh, lying face down.
Jeremy knew that lying face down. But we do have one more reading we need to do. Cam cheered 100 bits.
Why do you get to do all the reading? Give me this. Hybrid robotics team.
Let Jeremy have a turn.
Oh, I did not mean to throw it.
Okay. Hold on. You are all here. Kara's playing through Witcher. How many people in chat know the difference between Yen and Triss? Okay? In Witcher 3, Kara says, you know what? I'm passing on going with Yen this time because Yennefer is mean to Geralt. I like Triss. She's nice. And I said, I go with Yen every time. Because she reminds me of you. Mic drop. Seriously, she just yeeted the book at me.
I did not mean to yeet the book at you.
Fire Nation Heather. Guys,
no.
She thinks she's Triss. But she's so Yen.
I didn't say I was Triss. I'm just saying that Geralt deserves somebody nice like Triss.
And Jeremy doesn't.
And I don't.
You married me. I didn't make you. There was no gin involved in this.
Maybe you did. I saw the red hot poker. Ryan resubscribed. Mayhem gifted a sub. And we had a helium mode redeem. So we have another gifted sub and a resub.
Did Ryan do the helium redeem? Did Ryan do the helium redeem?
Well, should I read first?
Nope, Dave did. Yeah, Jeremy, go ahead and read. Oh, or not.
Oh, it's bounced off the back, hit me in the head. Oh, right in the neck. David is dialed in tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what it is. Those sound extra.
They are spicy tonight.
That is exactly how I was going to describe. They are very spicy tonight.
Like normally it's kind of like a thud. It's got like a crack to it. There's like a really slappy noise at the very beginning.
I may have charged the battery last week.
You suck.
They are fresh. They are fresh.
They are. I'm going to have bruises all over and people are going to think Jeremy abuses me.
When we know that only the opposite is true.
He pushed past her without letting her finish, his pace quickening with every step. He didn't even remember taking the stairs this time or whether Pearl was at the desk when he barreled through the door and out into the street. The whole town was out into the street at this point, and Boone had to elbow and shoulder his way through the crowd. and up to the ambulance where Carter Bowen, fire chief and EMT, performed chest compressions on Bill Walsh while another member of his unit hoisted them into the ambulance.
The
Fire
ambulance.
chief and EMT.
Oh.
Fire chief.
See, those are some spicy Funyuns. Okay, all right.
Eagle Brett, welcome to chat.
Oh, Eagle
Welcome,
Brett.
Eagle Brett.
By.
Hello.
Eagle Brett, welcome. Look at the special shirt I'm wearing tonight.
Fire Nation Yen
This is
says
old
Swanky. Oh, should we address Swanky's comment from the beginning?
Oh,
of the
Swanky
show?
dropped the most funny comment that he would absolutely expect nothing less for us to be happening. So here's be a half an hour late. We'll talk about that in a second too.
Darth Gallum cheered another 100 bits.
Oh my goodness, we got to do more book reading and a wheel spin.
You guys read it together.
Okay, Kara can read it. Do the wheel spin though.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Wheel spin, I guess, first.
I've got stories to tell. You guys are like blasting me off tangent town here.
Brownie's live art. So, Stone Monkey Research.
nice.
What is Chris drawing for you?
And we're gonna laser that onto a piece of wood at the end of the day.
A piece of wood or a t-shirt?
Gwen is working on Mike's t-shirt, by the way, right now with Jeremy riding the rocket.
Nice. We can laser etch t-shirts.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And we can.
Yeah. So we could do that. Just
Okay, do you have another book
Brownie's
reading?
laser-powered art.
Yes.
there you go. There
Oh,
you
we're
go.
in a hype train. I didn't even realize we're in a hype train.
And there was
oh,
no
and
gift
Cam gifted to 2 subs. She gifted 1 to both of you.
Can you just shoot me extra? Can you just shoot me extra to buy us some extra time?
Jeremy requested gang shot extra. I did not.
That is a freshly charged battery. Oh man. Woo.
We're gonna have to put that thing in the fridge or something. Mayhem cheered 33 bits. Cheers for the cheer.
Well, we'll read 3.3 of a paragraph. I'm just kidding.
Did we? I don't know how many total wheel spins we've had to go through so far. Are we behind one? Or are we good?
I thought
I
we
just
were
did
good.
Stone Monkey Researches.
Okay, perfect. We're caught up then.
And also, Pete, have you suggested a movie for me to watch? Anything besides horror?
If you think that there's a movie that you love that Kara probably hasn't seen, ask her. And if she hasn't seen it, you let her know and she'll watch it.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Eagle Brett says laser. What? And so does he not know that we have a laser?
Oh,
we won
So
a
Eagle-
laser from Loyal
Yeah.
Moses.
We won one of the Focus lasers.
Oh, Builder's Mark's here. Oh my God, Builder's Mark. If you knew the trouble you've caused me, remind me to just blame him for a bunch of stuff later on.
All right.
Because,
But okay, we're gonna just pause everything. I'm gonna get everyone caught up to date. All right, Chris remotes in 9 times out of 10 episodes. The other 10, he's here and he's in purpose person. Now that was
I'm in purpose person.
Is in purpose
baby.
he moved because he got a new job. It's awesome. But he's still being remotes in. We still make everything work. And to try to go with the times, we've installed a internal capture card to do 4 cameras. Now, Camlink says that's really distracting. Camlink says
For you.
it should be able to do
Don't say hello,
4
hybrid robotics.
Hello, hybrid robotics.
inputs.
Oh, I think someone's turning the lights off.
It'll do 4 4K inputs, which we're only doing 4 1080 inputs, and it can't handle it. It's something is going on with it. It's very frustrating, and that gives Chris the opportunity to control the cameras remotely as well. We used to just line them in and have one lined in, so it was only entering in like one source, and now it's all 4 are getting loaded into the computer. So here's what happens. A motherboard has a thing called the bus lane, and that is how the data transfers back and forth from the processor to the individual peripherals. USB 3.0 uses it, the NVMEs use it, graphics card uses it, your PCI Express spots, they all use it. So we're wondering, like, hey, is this out of date? You know, what's the issue here? And then somebody said, update your BIOS. That's like one of the things. We looked, Chris's BIOS was like over 3 years out of date. And we were looking around the studio for a USB jump drive. We don't have a flash drive. The only thing we have is an abundance of Ender 3 Pros that come with the loosest micro SD card reader USB. Like, seriously, like, you know, fairy dust will cause the USB card to drop out. So I loaded the BIOS using David's laptop onto this little Ender 3 Pro send-along thing, and we loaded it and flashed his BIOS. Now, there is 1 or 2 settings I did not have time to check. Believe it or not, they're saying you should downgrade your PCI Express classification from Gen 4 to Gen 3, and this is coming from Elgato themselves, and that's supposed to fix
Oh,
it.
Bradsworth.
So lots of technical difficulties tonight that caused us to start late. But
Yeah. He said, Eagle Bread says, I want to see a CNC router table in use. Maybe, is there anything, there's nothing, don't have anything left to cut right now, right? But we can,
I mean, I have
a piece that we cut.
Jeremy
I'll walk over and fire it up for you guys. We'll do some stuff.
Well, why don't we
over
put the webcam on it sometime and just do a random stream midweek?
like right towards the end, I can go over and we'll start up a cut.
Well, so the webcam that was down there is the one that you're seeing me on right now. So
Wait, the one that's up on the laser?
Laser one. We have the laser.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we have the laser one.
Which,
I
okay, so
forgot
Chris, you know
about that.
the cutting board I made for my mom?
Yes.
She definitely cried.
Yeah.
Definitely cried. Yep, it was good.
That's what I like to hear.
It was good. It was good. So for those of you who don't know, my mom's mom passed away 30-ish years ago, 35-ish years ago. And so my mom will randomly take out letters of hers that she wrote to my mom just so she can see her handwriting and kind of feel connected. And so for Valentine's, I used the laser etcher that we won from Loyal, and I lasered a handwritten recipe of my grandma's that was like my mom's favorite. And then I also I got a picture of my grandma's writing saying lots of love, Mom, on it, and I put that at the bottom. And my mom, she was very happy. She was like, now I don't have to take out any more letters if I don't want to. If I want to just see her handwriting, I can just look at the cutting board. So it was good. It was good.
I'm glad that she liked it.
She loved it. It was good.
So Jeremy said it was going to become wall art.
So she's definitely not using hers. And neither is Annie. I made Annie one too. But not.
Oh, I forgot that I owe Ryan a Minnesota movie quote.
And somebody's got to send you some art to draw. And cut back to me real quick. I'll talk about chat. I want to talk
And
about
Pete, I need a movie.
what's going on with chat. Chat's talking about powder coating. I mean, I can go grab a piece as an example if you guys want to see it. But yes, I started as a hobby, powder coating. I wanted to do Chip's Hot Wheels because Kara's like,
Mike just went full send on a huge print, he said. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that I got
Nice.
that.
Nice.
Iceman Mike. We just
Iceman
went full
Mike.
send on a full print.
he's been
Or
printing
a
like,
huge print.
You want me to grab powder code? The one we just did or no?
yeah, I mean, we could. Steve, I don't know. Steve, I mean, no one knows. I can show the piece
Miracle
off, right?
Mile, Kara. That's your movie.
You can grab it
Miracle
just,
Mile.
just to be
What's that about? I feel I've seen that.
hockey or running. I don't know.
I feel I've seen it. I could be completely off my rocker.
Anyways, so powder coating. So I started to do Chip Hot Wheels because Kara's like, old vintage Hot Wheels are probably covered in lead paint and who knows where they came from. So I stripped them all down, powder coating, and blah, blah, blah. I got into it. So I've just expanded onto other things.
I have not seen this one. Do you want to read the synopsis for it?
Yes.
A young man hears a chance phone call telling him that a nuclear war has started and missiles will hit his city in 70 minutes.
Yay!
Yeah.
That sounds
Pete,
intense.
That sounds legit. I will definitely watch that. That sounds cool.
Bear Jew says Guten Abend.
Hello, Leo.
that reminds me of
Darth Vader playing with a kitty cat. That's what I'm drawing. Darth Vader playing.
Yes.
Cam's
Kitty.
ankle. Is there any reason I can't show this off?
You already said sure.
Everybody can see it, Jeremy.
Well, no, so this was actually previously powder coated at one time, but in its prior life, it was completely like worn through and extremely crunchy and looked really, really, really gnarly.
Really gnarly.
And so Cam's ankle sanded it all down. Actually, I think ended up having to laser some of it off. It's got a bunch of my fingerprints on it. But yeah, this was just something, we brought it back to life. It's getting a renewed purpose in life.
Can we say what it is? I don't even know what it is.
No, we can't.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But
I don't know what it is.
It turned out absolutely gorgeous.
Jeremy's airbrushing skills or powder coating skills are definitely getting better. You should have seen the first few things he did.
You got to learn it. No, it's awesome. It's really, really cool. I was hoping for more of a electrical panel color gray, but this is called stamped sheet metal
I like it.
gray, and it's got sparkle in it. It's very pretty.
I like it.
So yeah, this was just one thing that's powder coated, and I've got a couple more to do. But yeah, we can do all sorts of fun stuff. The studio is becoming a very fun place, so it was a very productive and fun day. So CNC machine was doing a 2.5 hour cut out of a 4x8 piece of 1/2 inch plywood. I was powder coating, also running around. David, what else were we working on? This was baking at one point.
Didn't you laser etch something?
We tried to laser.
We tried to laser some stuff.
Oh, did
We
you
were
guys need me
cutting,
here to help you?
Circles out.
We were cutting the circles out of the new set.
2
So-
weeks. 2
Oh,
weeks.
Gus has seen this before. Yeah, Gus has seen this before. Yeah, it turned out awesome. Yeah, it looks really, really. Again, all my fingerprints all over it. 'Cause
That cat is hilarious,
I can't
Chris.
help but touch it. So yeah, that's
Should I
kinda
do
fun.
my book reading?
I think you
Yes.
already read that whole page.
I didn't. Actually, I didn't.
I've been watching you.
I didn't read it. Should I read it?
Yes.
Okay.
Read.
Sorry, he said, his throat tightening at the thought of hurting her, or of hurting anyone. He rationalized, but it doesn't look too swollen, which means it's probably just bruised. That's a good sign.
That's like I was getting shot.
Boom.
All right, Kara, spin the wheel for mayhem.
Mayhem, this is for you.
Oh, wasting time.
Let the fork balls. I caught it. I didn't knock anything over.
Something fell.
It tipped.
Oh.
It didn't fall.
Ooh,
Something
mayhem.
just
Give us something you want our honest, unfiltered opinion about.
Yes.
Our honest,
That
unfiltered
actually
opinion.
was a very last time, wasn't it, Darth Gallum? We talked about the school system,
Oh, yeah.
and that took
That
up a
ended up-
majority of the podcast. Pretty legit.
I really like how this
Why did I choose to draw a hand?
Because it's supposed to be Darth Vader petting a cat,
Oh, playing with a cat.
playing with the cat. I don't know what else you plan on it drawing to show Darth Vader playing with a cat, but I
I'm
think
trying to have him like force lifting the cat, and he got really long. That's kind of the idea that I had.
You just wanted a Gigantamax Meowth.
Yep.
that's right.
Okay, so while we're
Ah,
You get shot again.
all right.
we got shot again.
Why are we getting shot?
The drop kick's here.
What did
What?
Dropkick do?
Drop kick. Resubscribed.
Well, Dropkick, thank you
Thank
so
Oh,
much.
thank you very much. I haven't been
Dropkick.
paying attention because I've been trying to draw this stupid hand.
We now know Chris's weakness. Oh, hey, this should be fine.
Nobody knows how to draw hands. I guarantee you. All right, let's start with the back of Darth Vader's helmet.
Man, medieval people have it figured out, man. Wow, having a piece of steel to protect you or aluminum. I'm moving up in the
Darth
world.
Vader look
A
like?
piece of cardboard actually works pretty darn well too.
I was really hoping I could get through that hole.
Yeah, I know.
That would have been really funny. Just blanked him right in the nose.
This is great. This is absolutely great.
There's a ball behind my back.
This will forever go on to have its service, and not knowing that it was shot was used as a.
Cam's ankle, you are not getting that back, apparently. That looks like a piece of toast, but I also see Darth Vader's helmet.
Oh, so much fun. Okay, so anyways, yeah, it was absolutely cool. Oh, so we got in a fight with the neighbor. Well, not really got in a fight with the neighbors. We got in a noise fight with the neighbors. So next to the building is an apartment building. It's like attached shared wall. Not my fault. This is his own commercial. I can do what I
Oh,
want.
that's really fat, Darth Vader. Oops.
So we had the CNC machine cutting, and David starts hearing sounds like it was skipping teeth or making errors, and
We were upstairs. We
We were
couldn't
up-
see the CNC machine.
yeah, we were upstairs. We couldn't see it. And by the way, wasting time, talked about ghosts in the basement. Absolutely. David made me jump 4 feet in the air downstairs because he snuck up on me. Thanks
That
to
was
you
last
guys.
week. Who are you talking? Who's
Somebody this week said, "Oh, did you run into any more poltergeists in the basement?" There's a bamboozle, I tell you, a bamboozle. So anyway, so we hear a, we're like, oh no, the machine's skipping or whatever. So I run downstairs, I check it, nothing's wrong. I run back upstairs, I hear what the heck is going on over there? So we come down, and then it sounded like someone's phone going off, like vibrating onto a table.
Not only was a CNC machine running, the vacuum's running to suck up all the sawdust. Plus, we were using the sander or something upstairs.
We were using the jigsaw.
Yep.
And then, so anyways, then earlier I had the air compressor going for the powder coating system. So that's loud. That's shaking the whole floor. So somebody's over there using a hammer drill to drill holes in the wall. David and I were joking They're probably drilling through the wall to put a camera in to see what the heck we're doing over here.
Can
And
you
I
imagine?
said, joke's on them because there's pegboard on that wall.
Yeah.
So you're welcome to looking through Swiss cheese.
I wonder what they're doing.
Who knows? But they're drilling right in the wall.
They're not drilling to our wall.
No, they are. They were drilling into the common wall between the two buildings.
Oh my gosh. Eagle bread.
Eagle bread.
My
Holy
goodness.
fork balls, man. Thank you. Holy cow.
Eagle bread.
Sweet Jesus, save me. I was like,
Might as
that's
well
not
empty
20.
it, David.
Oh my gosh.
Some are hitting me in the nose. How is this possible?
The
hitting me in the
deflection
head.
noises are hilarious. How many was it?
Unbelievable.
I gotta look at this one. 20 gift subs. Oh my god. And 100 bits from Swanky. Thank you, Swanky. We'll be-
Wow, Swank. You guys, thank you so much. Eagle Brett, holy cow, man.
Eagle
20
bread, thank
gift
you so
subs.
much. Eagle bread, I do want to show the machine up.
Thank
So whenever
you
you
for the
want
100 bits
to,
as well, Swanky.
whenever you want to see it, we'll go over and
That was amazing.
Do a little
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
tour of it
Did
again.
I successfully get you on the ricochet?
Oh,
You
you were
hit me
getting
in
me
the-
all over the place.
You hit me in the back of the head a number of times.
I was aiming for the front.
What?
I was trying to bounce off the wall onto your shield and then get you.
Of course you were. Why not? You have failed me for the last time.
This is my art, guys. This
Do we-
is my
do we-
I appreciate
Is there a
that.
pending wheel spin or no?
I don't think so.
2, I think.
Oh, is there really? For
Yes.
Let me check now. I
we did 'em all.
Oh gosh. Okay, Dave cleared them.
who? So
No, now we have one for
still,
Cam.
Cam redeemed one just now.
we still need an honest, unfiltered opinion topic.
Who is that for?
Last wheel spin winner.
Yep, that one.
You know who you are.
Okay, Mayhem. Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what does it say
What
about
is your
the direction
opinion
that
about the
Disney
direction that Disney is taking the Star Wars movies and the direction they should go in the future?
Okay, so I just read this thing the other day that a bunch of people are not excited for Mandalorian. A bunch of people also are saying that, like Andor is their favorite television on the face of the planet. And they said that they've been running into an issue getting people to try Andor because people are Star Wars burnt out. And I'm like, how could you be Star Wars burnt out? But then I thought, I'm Marvel burnt out.
Yes.
I am. I'm legitimately burnt out on Marvel. I tried with WandaVision, I had to choke down. And then there was the Captain America one. And then,
I never watched. I watched the first episode and I didn't get in through that. I thought WandaVision was good, but I am on the same page as
We
you.
only watched the first episode of Captain America.
Then we watched Loki, which was actually really good.
I agree.
Loki was good. But that had Owen Wilson in it, who is incredible. I love Owen Wilson.
Wow.
And Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston's awesome.
He's amazing too, but Owen Wilson is my jam. I love him.
Didn't he voice Lightning McQueen?
He sure did.
Yep. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
So-
What's the name of the guy?
Kachuga.
Kachuga.
Chick Hicks.
Hicks.
How can we forget
Jeremy
Chick Hicks?
has gotten Chip into liking Chick Hicks
I-
for no other purpose than the dumb car has a mustache.
Okay. First off, funny story for you. We have Lightning, Chick Hicks, the King, little toy cars. We have them for Chip. Did you know one of the sponsors for Chick Hicks is HTB, Hostile Takeover Bank? He is sponsored by Hostile Takeover Bank. And so I feel bad for Chick Hicks. He's just like number 2
No,
all
Chick
the
Hicks
time.
is a jerk. He is
Wow.
not a nice car.
That's embarrassing. Glad it didn't happen to me. No, Chick Hicks is hilarious.
No, he is mean.
Pete saying Andor was
What?
awesome.
No, he's not force choking the cat. He's trying to pick him up. You know how cats get long when you try and pick him up?
Yeah, they
He's
kind of
just-
go
he's
like,
just picking him. Yeah, that's like how I drew. He's not forced. He's just like the cat was like in his way, and he's like, you
if he was
failed me.
force choking the cat would have been like, trying to,
Hybrid robotics is I have not finished Andor yet. The first 3 episodes for me personally were a little slow paced.
really slow.
Then it
paced.
picked up.
And then it's
So depending
See,
on where
that's
you
as far
are.
as I've gotten is only through episode 3.
And I know that's one thing that really bugs you when it comes to TV shows. Like, you hate that slow burn. Aren't you the type that's like,
No, Chris loves Breaking Bad.
or is it you?
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Jeremy's
I like
the slow burn.
but I need to be set up for it.
Gotcha.
Is a thing. So like, there's nothing saying, oh, this is a slow burn in the beginning, but then it picks up. And I want to go back and watch. And just like I'm busy doing stuff like building tables and stuff. But dude, my neighbors probably absolutely hate me.
So you wanted to. This is a hair bit of a tangent, but I want to come back to more honest, unfiltered opinion about Star Wars
Yes, we
movies
do
and
need it, yep.
interactions. But basically, you wanted to yell at Builder's Mark, right? So Chris printed Evil BD1, which was designed by Builder's Mark.
Yep.
And he went down the rabbit hole.
Oh,
Here's
boy.
the rabbit hole. You think to yourself, printed really nice. I could, add a couple LEDs to it, make it a little flashy. All right, how do I add LEDs? I need LEDs. Need a little bit of solder. I need a soldering station. Need some flux.
Oh my god!
So if I'm gonna do that, where do I solder? I need a workbench. Need a place to solder.
So this Evil BD1 just turned into a money pit for you.
Yes, Chris, go ahead.
I'm not kidding you. I have spent almost $1,000 because of this.
Legitimately, brand new. What's the width of your workbench? Tell us about it.
So I've for anybody who's been down to the studio or anything, you see the tables that I built with like folding legs, and they're normally 2 feet by 4 feet. This thing is 6 foot by 40 inches.
Jeez.
In his new apartment, a townhome thing.
It's humongous. But then also, so there's two things. So thing one is, I knew that I wanted to build it so that it could move around. And thing two is, I couldn't build a one-piece workbench that's that wide because I could never get it out of here. My door isn't wide enough for it to leave. So I built it with the folding legs, and then it's just on like a cart, basically on the bottom, and it just sits on the cart. And so I can lift it, fold the legs in like any of the rest of them, take it out sideways. In the cart, I just turn sideways and take it out. Actually, the cart's narrow enough we can go out normally, but the width of them anyway. So that's what I spent my day doing today was that. So it's like, and I still have like $300 worth of soldering and electronics and stuff like that left.
Oh my gosh.
Amazon to buy. I bought a circular saw so I could make this freaking table. Granted, so here's the thing. A lot of these things, there were projects that I was going to do anyway. But then so it's mostly his fault, but partially one of my co-workers, I was showing him the thing, and he's like, you really should wire that up with the LEDs to make it really pop or whatever, right? And I was like, ugh. And he's like, it'd be fun to do. And it's like, ah. So then he's the one who really like shoved me over. I was standing on the edge of the cliff, and he just like pushed me. And so it's been crazy and expensive. I have so much extra wood.
I have been to where you've been. I have been down the rabbit hole. This is a powder coating. For honestly, it was like, I need an oven. Oh, I need an air compressor. Oh, I need the powder coating machine. Oh, I need the paint itself. Oh, I need I need this. It started the podcast. Oh, we need a building to put it in. Oh, we need a room to do this. The other thing you're leaving out too, which is really funny to me. So you're okay. So you need to do the hey, you should wire that up. Hey, you need soldering. Hey, where are you going to solder? On the table. Hey, I'm going to make a table. Hey, I need to make a table. I need a saw. Chris also ended up buying a circular saw to add to his collection, which ended up being half the price of the whole.
In addition to my collection.
Yeah, it was $300. It's good. So like, I made a decision when I moved here that I wasn't going to take any of my crappy tools with me. Most of the tools that I have are good, but like my power tools in particular are not like super great. So I was like, I'm going to go out there and it's going to force me to get power tools, and I'm just going to invest in a good set of power tools. And I went back and forth, and I decided that I was gonna live in the Milwaukee ecosystem. And so so I bought an impact wrench or an impact driver and a regular drill. Just like it had a 2-thing combo, and it had 2 batteries and a charger. They're not the huge capacity batteries, but so was it? Maybe it was Ryan. I couldn't remember if it was Ryan or Jeremy. Was like, that circular saw was gonna drain that battery. I think it was Ryan. It was gonna drain the battery really fast. And I got the cuts that I needed. I hadn't charged my batteries since I built the desk that I'm sitting at now. So it had been like 2 months.
Wow.
Or longer,
They last
even
forever,
maybe like
yeah.
4 months. or whatever. And it's like, and I drilled 1 million pilot holes. Dude, pilot holes are game changers. And everyone who says, we shouldn't drill pilot holes is insane. I love drilling pilot holes.
So much good chat. I know Brad at one point talked about choking the kitty. And then
I addressed that.
Okay. And then Cam's ankle said he'll give me $8 for that Appa. Bologna. That sucker's worth at least $9. He knows it.
He who dies with the most tools wins. Well, I'm working on it.
Bear Juice said that. Go up a little bit higher even, Chris. There's a lot more good stuff there.
Go
above white brownie. Let's see here. Careful not to choke on your hairballs. That's the one I was looking for.
Yes.
Nice.
There's Cam.
Stop watching Andor for a while after episode 2. I'm glad I went back. Yeah, and I'm planning on going back. I'm just start off slow, blew me away. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty much it for catching up on that stuff. I'm gonna have to figure out the timing for that Snapchat filter thing because the camera lag is frustrating me.
Here's what's frustrating. What I don't even want to curse. Why are all the cameras working so well now? Yes, we.
Why
updated
would
the
you
BIOS.
even say anything?
Man, or mutant 99.28. That's almost a stream record ever.
I think 99.66 is the highest one.
Crazy.
That is so close. I don't understand.
That is very good.
I can't see Cam's ankles. I can't see Man or Mutant's emote choice either. It's a good thing it disappeared.
You literally cannot see cams.
Well,
there was no emote.
I'm being angry.
No, I know you are because it is the best
Eagle
emote
Brett
ever.
had to step out. Hopefully he can make it back. But yeah,
All right.
kids be kids for sure.
We have two wheel spins.
Cam said Milwaukee M18's the way to go. That's what I went with. Was the Milwaukee M18s. So
they're nice. They are nice. I will give you that much.
Look at all those
Dude,
beautiful emotes.
So I had Black & Decker 14 volt, I believe, for what I have down there.
Yep.
And that's what I'd used forever and ever and ever. I had one, and then I ended up getting a second one somehow. And I had multiple batteries and chargers for them and everything. And I was just used to the way they work. I'd never had used an impact driver until Jeremy brought his Makita down there. So I'm used to underpowered and frankly frankly I've had them for a long time, like power tools, and especially the first screw I sunk today. I was so used to pushing so hard to get him to sink. I buried it like an inch into the thing by mistake.
New stuff is unbelievable. If you guys hear some whirring, Mr. Hole Saw is back drilling over there.
Pete got a 99.99.
Whoa, on this one?
No, recent so that was the one. I thought it was 99.66, but no, he got a 99.99.
Blazzy
Someone
is
has to
asking.
get a perfect drop to.
Blazzy, you are not getting a 3D print. You are getting a laser item.
Yes.
Which I have an idea for what I'm going to do, and it's going to turn out dope. So it is in process. I do know at least what I'm going to laser. And Cam's ankles using the forbidden emote.
And the best emote. Jeremy, do you want to tell Swanky what you purchased today on Xbox?
Okay, finally caught up.
So Friday night. Sorry, Chris.
Yesterday, was it? Oh, yeah, it was last night.
Trigger warning for you. We're going to be talking about the Epic Game Store.
Okay.
No, yeah, Chris triggered. No, anyways, Swanky's like, hey, under gaming, he's like, hey, anybody want to play some Fall Guys? Which is really, really.
Did you forget the name?
Yes. I was gonna say Among Us because they're the same bean-shaped character. And
Among Guys.
So Iceman True loves Fall Guys. He seriously does. And David likes Fall Guys. Swanky apparently likes Fall Guys.
I rage quit Fall Guys.
Okay, Yen. Anyways, so.
At least I'm the one everybody chooses.
We try not to play Xbox when Chips is awake because you should probably be paying attention to him. Scare's like, no, you go ahead and play. I'll play with him. Those two had a blast playing together, and I was playing with Swanky, playing Fall Guys with Swanky, which is really fun. But my little dude, my little bean character, is he's lacking. He's lacking. He's got level 1. Avatar theme.
Did you buy pay to win stuff, Jeremy?
I bought with Microsoft reward points, which can equate to real dollars, but I didn't buy the whatever. I bought a seagull
outfit.
Costume.
outfit. What's it called though? Avatar. Skin's probably the best. I bought a seagull skin for Among Us, and could not be happier. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
$20.
That's fine. It was a fast track. No, it's the premium. It's the premium rewards track.
That's 10% of a power saw.
That's the
cordless saw.
premium rewards track for Fall Guys, and it boosted me to level 25. And I saw like
Chad has turned on you, Jeremy. Chad has absolutely lost every ounce of respect they might have had.
Purely
For it.
visual. There's no benefit to it.
I will say
It's
the seagull
just visual.
is cute.
Ryan
is
reposted
adorable.
the pizza dance. You guys should watch that.
Why?
Why am I not using my? Oh man, that one bounced off my nipple.
Did we get it? What was that for?
Cam gifted a couple subs.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Good old Gam. He gifted some subs.
He gifted some subs.
Okay, so let's circle back to the Hufo question.
Oh
All right,
yes.
so Disney,
yes.
Star Wars.
Yeah, with the direction that they're taking it. So I'll tell you, like, I am excited for things like the High Republic era stuff. Like, I'm really excited for that. I'm super stoked for Mandalorian. I don't know why people wouldn't be excited.
Yeah.
Everything that's come out up to this point. Everything that's come out up to this point. Tales of the Jedi is the only thing I wasn't like super sucked into.
Which I totally understand.
And it was still good. I watched, and they were short. You know, it's not like I was like, whatever. So it's
You
like,
just
and I
didn't
think I
like that
missed
there was
the most-
more Ahsoka content. Is that what it was?
It's not specifically that I didn't want it to be Ahsoka. It's just that particular story didn't need to be hers. It could have been literally anybody's. And it's taking away. So granted, we meet Ahsoka when she's really young, but it's like what if we saw baby Obi-Wan, right? It's like we don't need to go that far back in their backstory, right? Like it's just part of that same sort of like you're taking away sort of the mystique of like, okay, we knew her when she was a Jedi Padawan, right? But we need to know that like her mom got mauled by a tiger or whatever, you know? It's like,
So my biggest beef is the new movies. I really liked The Force Awakens in theaters, and I have very fond memories of it. And they did such a good job with Rogue One. So it was like we saw The Force Awakens, then Rogue One came out. And we're like, oh yeah, this is just awesome. Like they're remaking a new Star Wars movie. And The Last Jedi just totally. I was excited for Rey being a nobody, and then just 9 just ruined so much stuff. Palpatine should have never came back. Rey should have never been a Skywalker. She's a nobody. That was so much cooler.
Yeah, Rey Skywalker. You know, and I agree completely. Her being a nobody is way better for the story.
Yeah.
I saw
honestly outside of the space gas part of Episode 8, which is I know the entire plot, but outside of like being worried about space gas. I didn't mind episode like the more I like think back about it, like episode 8 wasn't like
they could have redeemed it with 9. They could have like,
and that's the thing, and it's like it seems like Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams were just like, let's undo each other's stuff.
Yeah,
we're gonna waste billions of dollars doing it.
Definitely butted heads for sure.
And it's like
and then like 9 they introduced the hyperspace skipping dumb.
There was no point to that.
Just absolutely ridiculous. And then Palpatine's coming back, and then they made Rey, a Skywalker. And then it's really a funny thing.
Well, technically a Palpatine.
Or a Palpatine.
And then relabeled herself a Skywalker.
But it's funny because ultimately the Palpatine bloodline did wipe Skywalkers out of existence. I
want to know,
they
what
just
lady
wiped them all
Palpatine.
well, no, because what's his face is still there.
Who?
Isn't he? Or no, did he die? Oh my gosh, fake fanning myself. Ben lived, didn't he? Or no, did he die?
No, Ben died.
Ben Solo dies.
Shit. Oh, I mean, shit.
You get one. No, I'm just kidding. But
that one's still PG-13.
Ben
I can say that like twice more during this episode.
Rey was gonna die or something earlier.
That's right.
Rey and because they're the dyad or whatever.
Kiss.
Yeah.
About that.
Just stupid.
I still have only seen it the one time.
And then, in episode 3, Palpatine is looking like a normal human being. and he's sitting there getting his face fried by, Mace Windu's lightsaber reflection. And he's just, he leans into it. Why does he lean into it against Rey? And she's like, I'm all the Jedi, and whoosh, and just like, he just fries himself.
Because he's a moron.
It's just dumb. I mean, the dude.
No, I agree. Twice in 9 movies,
and then he
just barbecues himself, and he even does it at the end. In Jedi, he keeps the lightning going.
I was gonna say it may not have been reflected back at him, but he surely was shocking himself there too.
And like, if they set up something like canonically, where like once you start using Force lightning, it's hard to stop or something.
Bye, Hydra Robotics. Bye. Come back.
Have a good night.
Come back in 2 weeks for the new set.
And we will be here next week, but in 2 weeks it'll be the new.
Yeah, we'll be on this crappy, lame set that everyone hates. Just kidding. I like this set a lot.
It's just we have just more intent in the new one. It's gonna look Star Warsy, really Star Warsy.
So good.
Bear Jew has a comment for you, Karen.
What is it? Oh, okay.
Do you want me to read it to you? Because even you're wearing your glasses. Karen, me and my wife
You're gonna
are
go? I told Jeremy I want to go like a month ago. And Jeremy's like, oh, tickets are probably already sold out.
For the DSSO, you probably still get tickets.
Is it going to be in Duluth?
Yes, it's the Duluth Superior Symphony Orchestra.
Are they doing a live playthrough and then playing the music live while the movie's on? Oh.
It's a John Williams tribute.
Well, they have a 2 p.m. showing, says Bear Jew. Who is hammer drilling at 8 o'clock at night?
That guy.
That is not a hammer drill anymore.
What is that?
It's like a
Dremel?
router bit or something.
Yeah. Is chat picking that up?
Sounds like the CNC machine. Now we know what they hear when we're
I'm going to go fire ours up and just let it run all night long.
You guys would have to do the 2 o'clock because the other one's at 7.
Oh, of course.
What time? When is it?
Are you, dude? Tickets are only $10.
What a deal.
What a cheap date.
Yeah, you can buy tickets to the 2 o'clock show still.
Oh, perfect.
And what day is that?
The February 25th, next Saturday.
All right, so boom, we bring Chip down to have my parents come up here to watch Chip or whatever. We'll go to it and then do the podcast and we'll talk about it, how amazing it is.
When we're done here, Jeremy, you can literally walk over to the computer and just finish checking out.
I thought you were gonna do it for him.
That's hilarious.
Watching.
That is hilarious.
As much as I like Jeremy, I don't like him $26 enough.
Cam said something about a hammer drill. What did he say?
Can you guys hear that?
Yes. If you heard a hammer drill and you're hearing now it's a router, probably an electrician. Yeah. Okay.
So what you're saying is they're installing
Brad
cameras.
says even I can afford that. He's probably cutting in boxes.
That's probably
Bear Jew's going to
true.
be at the 7 p.m. the Veterans Fishing event earlier in the day.
Okay.
He won't be here for next week's episode, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I understand Bear Jew. Oh, duh, because Bear Jew lives right down the road from us.
Truly does.
The DSSO is remarkably reasonable for tickets. And it's going to be the same place we watched Weird Al. It's going to be at the
Symphony Hall?
Where I sang the national anthem.
That is where you sang the national anthem.
Yep.
What's the 26th word of the national anthem?
Oh, she's counting it out. That's so funny. Are we all caught up on wheel spins? You all caught up on everything?
No.
Do you live close by me?
Is it
Yes, Bear
stars?
Jew. We live right by you.
Is it
Oh,
stars?
say, can you see by the dawn's early light by
What so proudly?
Oh, well, no, I was doing syllables crap. Well,
I would say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Yeah, see, I did
What
the same
so
thing.
proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars. I was right. Stars.
Yeah, nice. We're all stars here.
You're a shoot shining star, no matter who you are.
All right, let's do a wheel spin. We've got
Cam two, don't we?
We have two, Cam and David.
All right, ready? Here we go. I don't know why this thing has become like Tippecanoe here.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry, that was a very weak spin.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could pronounce that name. Hey, I get to borrow more art for Cam.
Wait, what's the name?
Someone just followed Caesar Blue.
Oh, and Darth Gollum's doing a
Well,
wheel
thank
spin.
you for the follow.
Thank you so much.
Cam, DM Rise of the Podcast what you would like for me to draw.
This is for David.
Does Builder's Mark have a wheel spin?
I don't know, does he?
Giveaway!
Oh, nice.
Type in bang enter for chat for a $15 Amazon gift card. We do have more ingots coming, for the record,
Yes.
that are still part of the initial run of 20. I'm just not putting them up until they're ready to actually go, so that way people aren't, we'll probably do one for...
Because we were doing the BIOS update,
episode
I did not
200.
clear the entry forms, so we might have to pull a couple of times.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
hilarious. Should I
That's
do
fine.
one more spin?
Yeah, this one's going to be for Darth Gallum.
Darth Gallum, this one's for you.
Do another one for Builder's Mark. I don't remember if we did his. I might have clicked on
Okay,
it
freeze
prematurely.
story. Okay.
What's free story again?
That's the one where you start explaining a scene in Star Wars, and I'll say freeze, and then the other person has to take over and start describing a different scene in Star Wars. Basically, it's not actual. It's like, imagine a Star Wars-esque like thing. You're making your own tales from the Jedi, basically, but you have to take turns, and I'd stop you guys and go back and forth.
So we're making up stories.
Yes,
Okay.
but it's set in Star Wars. All right, then you said do one more for who?
Builder's Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spin again,
Alright.
spin again, spin again. Too many arts redeems. Spin again.
I'm all nervous to
Spinner's choice. Builder's Mark, you can pick anything but a giveaway. Let us know what you'd like.
Let us know what you like. Oh, Cam gifted a sub to This Is Unreal-o.
Oh, thank you for the gift sub,
Enter
Cam.
early, enter often. Let's see. Yeah, somebody did.
No,
win.
get away from
Share it.
BB-8. No.
You just rotate.
No.
Just
no. Ah! What are you doing? I'm trying to cover my legs.
Aim for the
Ow.
shin.
Why would you need to cover your legs?
Because
it's a bony...
it's bare.
Oh my goodness. Heavens to Murgatroyd. That's going to be fine.
You know what?
All right, Jeremy, kick us off with your Star Wars story.
Builder's Mark says, but the giveaway.
What about the giveaway?
He said, but the giveaway?
Oh yeah, you can't pick the giveaway. It's Spinner's choice, but that's what the star means. We've established
I
this.
thought the star meant you
So
have
Cam-
to pick giveaway.
No.
Leo Cameron might
Kara, question.
enjoy doing the droid factory.
I can answer Brad's question. Brad said, Kara, question.
What?
If you chip a crown,
Yes.
does it need to be replaced, or can you just fill the cracks them out? So let me tell you a story. About a month ago in December, I had a crown, and the tooth had never had a root canal, and the tooth died.
He's talking
And-
about a crown, Jeremy.
Yeah, yes. The tooth had a crown. The dentist drilled through the crown to do the root canal and then just patched it. They did not redo the
Okay.
crown. So yes, they should be able to repair the crown. You shouldn't need to get a new crown.
Okay, so Brad, did just a little piece of it chip off and it's completely sealed? There's no weird leakage or anything around it? Well, when I say that, I'm just like, when I say leak, like where the crown may have come away from the tooth a little bit, so stuff can leak underneath.
Brad, I have multiple crown stories. If chat, in all honesty, wants to hear 3 crown-related stories, I
Nobody
will
wants
tell
to hear them.
3.
Use the pizza emote in chat if you want to hear 3 crown-related stories.
I will come up, and then they're real
So,
stories.
Brad, if the crown didn't break down to the buildup of the tooth and you're not having any pain sensitivity with it, you're probably fine to leave it. Without looking at it, though, I couldn't actually tell you, so you might want to go see a dentist.
Cam's ankle did say, did they fill it with golf ball juice? What he's talking about is gutta percha. And they still use gutta
Root
percha.
canals,
to this
yes, are
day.
filled with gutta percha.
Are you guys serious? All right, crown story it is. First crown
Nobody
story.
wants to hear crown stories. Apparently, but I guess they do.
My dentist, I've been going through my whole life. My dentist passed away from leukemia, and my new dentist is the only other dentist I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
My first dentist had a really good relationship with my family. My dad would give me woodworking tools to barter for my dental work, and I'm not making this up. It sounds absolutely insane.
You can. I have a couple of dentists I work for. They'll one of them is like remodeling his house, so a guy comes and does remodeling work for him, and the dentist does dental work.
So my old dentist was a woodworker, and my dad would pick up tools, and I would bring woodworking tools to my dental appointments and get discounts on my dental work. That's just kind of a tangential story. So the second thing is, my dad needed a crown. No, how can I tell 3 crown-related stories when I'm on timeout?
Who put on timeout?
That's a good question.
Mike did. Oh my
yep.
goodness, did you see this nest of yellow balls Jeremy was sitting on?
At least they're not blue.
Jeremy, when you get back, you gotta do a Lego walk too.
What?
Builder's Mark's request.
Jeremy has wooden teeth.
You get no cheese.
Isn't that
hate
what
the
they
cheese.
say George Washington's teeth? George Washington did not have wooden teeth.
Much.
Very, but just so people know.
I used a spoon in a bowl, and I dumped the chips in there, and I stirred it all up and ate it.
Yeah, it's like eating cereal, but it's cheese and chips. All right, so Chris is drawing that, where I have destroyed Jeremy, and I am standing triumphantly over him.
Movie review.
Do my movie review? Okay. So, Chris, you have to remind me of my questions. I watched Blazing Saddles.
All right. What was your favorite scene in Blazing Saddles?
My favorite scene? I have to go, like, I know my least favorite was.
Okay.
I know I might get some grief for this, but at the end of the movie, when they're having, like, the big brawl
Oh,
in
what?
the
You didn't
fake
like that?
town, and then suddenly you see there in the Universal Studios lot, and the brawl goes from that set to the dandy is dancing or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And they get
doing
in a
the French
brawl with
mistake.
them. And then it's just, I don't know, it was weird to me. Like, I was so into this cowboy movie, and then suddenly it's like, it's
Oh, that's
all
one of the most
recorded, but
iconic
then
moments of
just
the-
kidding, it's
okay.
actually a cowboy movie still, and then just kidding, at the very end they drive off in a car. So that just kind of took me out of it. And like I said, I knew I was going to get grief for that, but I just thought it was a little weird.
So, okay, but that's
And then
fair.
overall, I loved the relationship between Bart and Gene Wilder's character. Like, I don't know, you just got this drunk who is the fastest gunslinger in the West teaming up with, Bart. I don't know. It was good. I actually really liked the movie for what it's worth. Sans all of the racial slurs and whatnot. I agree. That movie would not be made today in any capacity. And I liked your joke last week, David, where you said they made a TV
You get it now, don't you?
for TV movie. It was funny. Anyway, I really liked it. I'd watch it again. Not with Chip, but
Who would you recommend it to?
I guess, if you like a good Western, if you like a Western movie, like kind of cheesy, kind of whatever, and you're okay with sketchy
Like, so
things.
like they use that language to make a point about like how absurd it is to use that kind of language.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, if you
All right,
like
Cam,
Westerns, I guess,
did I do
comedy
the thing
Westerns.
does this fulfill the prompt of Kara standing triumphantly over Jeremy?
I love it. I love it.
Hold on.
I know. Brad, I told you that I'd get grief for that. I just didn't personally like it. So.
Ooh, dramatic.
Yeah.
There we go. It is. Whoops. Come on.
I love the ow.
Oh, wait. I didn't sign this one.
Do we have another wheel spin?
Just got one.
Yes.
All right. Who's it for?
Wasting time.
Wasting time. Here you go.
All right.
Jeremy's got 2 Lego walks. Socks off, sir.
I'm
Socks
gonna do a better
off.
autograph.
Oh, and Builder's Mark said, "Tell me there's no Lego or no option for giveaway. Then walk that Lego."
You could
Oh,
have.
nice. So Jeremy has 2 Lego.
He should do the worm over the Legos.
Is the worm? Are you gonna cut? Or is the wide gone?
The wide's gone when we have the snap filter on.
Oh,
so
that's so sad.
Oh, that means you gotta wait. You
Who
just gotta
did-
stand on top of them.
Of course.
yeah, I gotta just stand on top.
Yeah,
I'll
just
sit down. I'll do it in a minute.
don't forget you have to drive home.
I know I do. Drive home, Cameron. You're acting like I'm having Moscow.
All right, let's do
shots
Waste and
here.
Time's wheel spin real quick. We can still kind of
right.
see what's on the wheel. So.
Who's this for?
Waste and Time.
Wasn't wasting time the Lego walk?
Yeah.
I have 2 Lego walks, and then now what?
Who's the
Did you just spin? Okay, sorry.
Don't-
Okay, never mind. So Jeremy
We're
just had
good?
2 Lego walks. Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
We haven't done the Star Wars story freeze thing yet. So
But I want to get to the crown stories. Those are important. People voted for it. They used some weird emoji with some guy eating that looks ridiculous.
You eating pizza? It's the
All
best
right,
emote
It's you
ever.
with more hair eating pizza.
All right.
Ah.
All right. So, the white.
All right. Have fun.
Hate me.
Yay!
Tell your crown story while you're walking.
But nobody will hear it.
You can kind of hear it.
Oh, I'm already distracted. Ow! Swake is gonna. Oh, Swake is gonna. Oh, these are extra hurting today. Ow!
Dave charged the batteries on him.
My feet.
Okay,
I
now
gotta go
crawl.
back.
Crawl back across.
No.
Crawl.
No.
Crawl, sucker.
What's
Did
he
you
doing?
find flash paper?
Yeah.
Jeremy is gonna do a Lumos or something.
You have to do that while you're walking over them.
At your feet. You have to shoot that at your feet. Oh my
Oh
goodness,
my
you
gosh,
guys.
we're getting so many gifts.
Thank you so much, Mike and Cam.
Mike is gifting 2 subs. Cam is gifting a sub. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I know exactly why they did that too.
Because Jeremy's open the open?
Whoa.
Where you walk?
Dance!
Jeremy's like 10 feet closer getting shot with that. That has to be extra painful.
That's funny. That's funny right there.
All right, I'm
Oh,
back.
Speaking of that, I recently rewatched the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, and it's very good still.
The what?
The Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Oh,
Okay.
Larry the Cable Guy does a bit where he's like, well, I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
Oh, see, I was quoting Mater from Cars.
That's the same guy. It's the
well, I know him as Mater, okay?
Larry the Cable Guy and Mater are the same guy.
I never watched Larry the Cable Guy.
Brad, why are you specifically asking Chris?
I think you'd like the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Yes, we've
What
all been to Thief River Falls, Minnesota. It's very
the worst
nearby.
mosquitoes I've ever experienced were in Thief River Falls.
Okay. Crown story. Crown story number 1.
Oh, my
One time my dad needed a crown. He was at a garage sale. He bought somebody else's crowns, then asked the dentist if they could melt down his crown gold to
Who
use in his own
sells
crown.
their nasty old crowns?
It's gold.
Here's
it's
the-
gold. I can't
here's
imagine
the-
a more worthy thing.
Here's the thing: when you get crowns back from the dentist, they don't sterilize them. They don't throw
the
them in the
melting
autoclave.
sterilizes it.
Yes, but you
Was your
purchased
dad like putting it in his mouth to test fit it or something?
you purchased it, or your dad purchased a biohazardous material.
It's not biohazardous. Gold's like copper. It's naturally.
What about the tooth that's remaining inside?
It was ground to tooth dust and melted.
I'm just saying.
It's okay.
It's
Darth
gross.
Gollum can
It's gross.
back me up here. When you in science class in high school,
Oh, Blasey, thanks for joining us.
Hello,
You-
Blasey.
He's taking off.
What?
He's been here the whole
Oh
time.
my goodness! It's already 8:26.
you separate.
We did
Have a
start
good
half an hour
stream,
late.
dude.
You get a crazy mixture given to you by your science teacher, and you have to separate it all out. There's a penny in there. You got to separate out
Oh,
the water.
yeah, that was in 7th grade.
Yeah, you distill stuff right. when you melt the tooth, the gold sinks and the teeth float, or vice versa, and the mixture separates. It's not even an issue. Anyways, that was story number 1. My dad used garage sale teeth to melt down
just like
into gold. No, it's not disgusting.
yes, it
it's
is
fine.
No, it's gross.
So
Story
the
number
question
2.
is, are you going to reclaim them when he passes?
No, that's
No, okay, so no. I'm pretty sure your dad told you to let them know that you want his gold teeth.
to sell, not to give to my
Do you
dentist
know
to
how
then use for my future
gold
crowns.
teeth are not pure gold? It's mixed with other metals.
Yes, but it's also, it's worth more than.
There's not
There's value
enough. There's like pennies worth.
No, it's not pennies worth. It's not. Pennies worth.
Do you want me to Google how much a gold tooth or gold crown
Google.
is worth?
Here's what it's gonna come up with. Like, get a crown done costs around $1,200. But that's like including all the dental work that needs to be done. You should look at the resale value of a gold crown.
Brad says I sit by the river, pan in the river for gold teeth. I sift through the garbage and just pan for gold teeth.
If it's 10 carat, it's about $40. If it's 22 carat, it's $90.
So there's not much. 1/10 of it is gold, roughly, because gold's at like $1,400 an ounce. So you can do the math and figure it out.
There's not.
Crown story number 2. Kara and I were on our very early date together. She was at work. I made a Manthe family special and brought it to her for lunch. For those of you who don't know, you take a grilled cheese, a nice, very sour apple, preferably, or leaning towards the sour rather than sweet side.
It's like a Granny Smith.
You slice it real thin. Granny Smith's works great. You slice it thin to win. Thin is the key here. You slice it real thin. You make your grilled cheese with some apple in there. It's very,
Brad.
very good. Okay. I made it for Kara. I bring it. We're sitting there eating. I had just had a temporary crown put in. We're eating, chomp, chomp, chomp. My crown stuck in the cheese. It's stuck in my grilled cheese I was eating. So I opened my mouth, and my mouth opened, and the crown stayed cemented into the location of where the sandwich was in 3D space here. So, mouth, grilled cheese was here. I opened my mouth, and the tooth stays in the cheese, and then the cheese decides, hey, we're not holding on anymore. This isn't our job. And the tooth goes flying out onto the table. Seriously, like third date. And crown flies out of my mouth. I've never been so embarrassed in my entire life.
I
And I
couldn't
do
care
embarrassing
less.
things on a weekly basis. I instantly just was like,
He was. It was shocked Pikachu face.
it was shocked Pikachu face. I grabbed the crown off the floor, called my dentist's office immediately, and they're like, hey, your permanent crowns come in, head on up. This is like, noon, 12:30. They're like, we can get you in at 2:00. Come on up. We'll get the real crown put in. So crown story number 2, okay? 3 would probably just be my most recent crown. I don't know. It's not very exciting, but I ate pizza, and contrary to popular belief, heat was causing my tooth to be in pain, and cold felt really good. Well, that's because the tooth was dead. It was a necrotic tooth, and when heat is exposed, it causes the gas inside the tooth to expand and creates uncomfortable pressure. When it was cooled down, it felt really great. So yeah, I had an emergency tooth crown appointment. So 3 crown stories.
Speaking to that, if you ever find a little pimple-like thing in your mouth that does pop like a pimple, guaranteed you've got an abscess, and it doesn't hurt because it's draining. It hurts when there's no out access and all that pus and stuff builds up in your jaw. That's when it starts hurting because of the pressure. So if you have a zit in your mouth, get yourself to a dentist.
When teeth die, where do they go? Under your pillow, Brad. Everyone's
also-
teeth go under your pillow.
Did you know that the enamel of your tooth is the hardest structure in your body? So wasting time, it will not melt. Just saying.
Very interesting information.
Teeth knowledge dropped on you all. I don't believe Eagle Brett has returned. Has Eagle Brett returned?
No, he may or may not be coming back.
So I was going to show
Wait,
off the
did Brad
CNC
say
machine.
when teeth die, where do they go?
I said under
I
his
hope he's
pillow.
setting up for a joke and not,
I hope so too.
not asking a legitimate question.
Because they
It's
just
like,
go
I'm
in the
trying to think of some sort
biohazard
of fucking
bag.
graveyard pun involving teeth.
They either go home with the patient or they go in a biohazard bag. Your choice. And Brad, I saw your 3D print comment. So we do make in-house crowns, where you put like a little block of porcelain or zirconia or whatever.
They go to Thief River Falls. That doesn't even make any sense.
But so if you get a crown, you can ask to have a picture etched into it. I have a patient who has a skull and crossbones on one crown and a daisy on another.
So you mean to tell me I can get crown tattoos and you've been holding out on me?
You can get crown tattoos.
You know what you should do? You should take one of my excellent drawings that I've done.
Yeah, right.
Get that?
Now I'm gonna get a golf ball put on
Preferably
there.
the
Little
one
golf
where
ball.
I'm standing over you because I just destroyed you.
Ridiculous. Skull and Crossbones is an option, Bear Jew, apparently. All right, go ahead and
is.
draw. This is for a $15 Amazon gift
Rise
card.
the podcast logo, yeah.
There you
yeah,
go.
there you
On a
go.
front tooth. Right there. You can also get like little jewels embedded in your teeth. I don't recommend it because I actually have to remove tooth surface for that, and it's just cosmetic.
RJMJR.
RJMJR. Did you even redeem your last gift card? Are you in chat?
Ah, yes. RJMJR.
Nobody has one more than
There he is.
RJMJR. Did you get your last gift card? Because you did. Okay, you did. All right.
Solid.
Gonna send you another one.
What are you drinking there, Jeremy?
Don't worry about it.
A Moscow Mule.
Kara.
Is it pure ethanol?
What?
Why?
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a fancy bottle of water or something.
No, Mike Fish gave it to me. Contains alcohol. They're just pre-mixed Moscow mules. They're really good.
Okay.
Hello,
D-Mat,
D-Mat.
You're literally here at the last possible second
You
for us to go ahead and
truly
leave.
are.
He entered too late, unfortunately.
No.
Drinking like a fish. Yes, Darth Gollum. What's Kara drinking? Kara, what are you drinking?
Truly. I am truly drinking truly. Truly scrumptious.
What happened to the camera gimbal, Jeremy?
Oh, I was using it over at the CNC machine.
So the audio should work if you want to show that off before we.
Mike redeemed a
I'll show
wheel
it
spin at the very end.
I'll show it off. Again, we'll show it off.
And RJ, I still have your email from, what was that, last week?
Spin it again.
Who just redeemed that wheel spin?
Mike.
Mike. Okay.
We don't have time for a...
Mike, give us
Why
your
would
honest,
you-
unfiltered opinion to kick off next week's episode.
All right, there you go.
Very good.
Okay, and then
so-
I'm gonna go show off the CNC machine. I'll talk a second. Chris? Can you see who's
He
available
is
to
streaming.
raid?
Blasey is streaming.
We're gonna raid Blasey.
Okay, just as a heads up, Blasey, very closely related to Cam's ankle. Cam's ankle is awesome. Anyways, Blasey is just very, very new to Twitch.
Yes.
He streams Call of Duty challenges. He does 10 kills. If he doesn't get 10 kills, he has to do something.
He has to eat something disgusting.
So far, we have watched him suffer through kombucha, horseradish.
And when we say horseradish, he doesn't take a little bit on a spoon.
Oh,
It
no.
is a full-on, like, scoop. Like, I get gaggy
That's
every
like a
single
lifetime
time.
supply of horseradish.
It's
you need
disgusting.
so little to make stuff delicious.
Exactly.
We do have an SVG of the stream logo builder, Mark. I
told him I've got everything.
Okay.
So I'm the originator of the graphics. I can make anything you want.
That's true.
Yep.
Love me some horseradish. I know Blasey does not. Anyways, check out Blasey after the fact. It really is
He
fun.
is fun.
He eats the craziest stuff. He's eating like
I think
a Korean
tonight's kefir.
Kefir. What's kefir?
Kefir is like a fermented yogurt drink.
Have you ever had it?
Once.
It's Donald Sutherland's son.
Is it Kefir Sutherland?
It's like a probiotic something or other. Kefir Sutherland, yeah, there.
Funny name. Funny name.
Yep.
So
My mom used to get kefir.
Yep.
my ex-wife still misses me, but her aim's getting better.
Ooh.
That's a Gravity Falls
All right, so
reference.
Jeremy, start explaining show off the CNC machine, and I'll start doing the.
All right,
outro.
get outta here.
All right, are people are gonna be able to hear us or not? Yeah,
Yeah, they should hear
Yeah,
you.
the mic should work now.
I wanted to talk about this really, really fast. I hate that I'm barefoot. We tried to cut these set pieces out by hand. We literally did. I got through halfway through one, and then we thought it'd be easier. And Cam's ankle has this exact same machine, but he's going to be using it for other stuff. So I thought, well, I want one anyways. I'm going to make one, and we'll make, it'll be designated for wood. Wood, that'll be good to go.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point of building this machine was to cut these 3 panels out, though. That was the ultimate purpose of it. And today, I can say that it is complete. We have cut all 3 panels out. We've cut the things we needed to cut out for the new set. They are done.
Mm-hmm.
So anything this machine makes from here on out is now so much more stress-free for me because it's accomplished its mission and how such a good job it is done. Okay. It was a really good feeling to like see the purpose of this machine was, hey, it's going to do this, and this is what we need to get done with it. And the fact that it's done now, it's just like a humongous weight lifted off of our shoulders. So
What?
feels really good.
Cam's ankle says helium mode sounds like argon right now. So apparently something's messed up where it's making our voices lower instead of higher.
Look at all these smart gas people. They know what gases make your voice change in which direction.
I'm a gas giant.
Just call me
Jeremy's
Jupiter.
full of gas.
Just call me Jupiter. Thank you for using Droid Cam. I don't want to rate it right now. Hold on, we gotta go sideways.
Look at my feet.
Look at all the balls in here. Oh, and somebody recommended getting new HDMI cords, so there's all of the old ones right there. Can you hear me through
Did
the
that
phone?
fix it?
What?
I've not enabled it yet. I'm waiting for you to walk away.
Okay, I'll walk away. All right.
Bye. Bye, Felicia. There's like
So it's
a
gonna be a little bit of a lag, but it should be fine.
All right.
Just waiting for Jeremy to say stuff, or is he saying stuff?
No, he's not.
Don't mind the giant mess back there.
Say things, Jeremy.
Okay, can you guys hear me all right?
Can we hear him?
It looks like there's levels coming through, so it should be working.
All right. He said there's levels. Can you guys hear him?
You turned that on. when you
Yes.
started
Matter
hammer
Mutant said
drilling
yes.
All right. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and home, which is also usually pretty crabby. We'll always home the Z, just lift the weight off the gantry. There's our end stops there. Oh yeah. Everything's working the way it should. Oh yeah, you can see it just...
Whoa, did the
gonna
thing
do it
cut
again.
through the...
Oh yeah, it
Darkest
cuts
Nights
through.
used
So you
the
guys can see
crosser. We got another
some of the
wheel spin.
leftover of the...
Yeah, well, that's what that surface is there for. Is to
Kara, are you
stop
spinning the
it.
wheel over there? Anyways, we can
Shoot,
also
it's a
make this thing
ChatGPT
home
theater.
wide.
That would have been fun.
You can see it's driving down the
So
table.
Hello.
I'll write that down. So we'll kick off
Welcome.
with that's for Darkest Nights.
There's
that
our
we're
end
doing
stop.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I
Leave
mean,
it.
I'm gonna make it
We'll hit
move
next
back
week.
so we can move.
Okay.
I won't be here to remind you, but I'm gonna try. to
I'm
be in
writing
chat.
down a note. I still
Yeah.
owe Ryan a
Then whenever we're ready to cut,
Minnesota movie quote.
just turn the spindle on, and it'll cut. So here's some of the stuff we've cut out so far. Some stuff there. You can see the background into the table. There's stuff over there that we've cut out. Stuff over there I've got cut out. Yeah, no, the thing is working awesome. And then
So a
the
sneak peek of the piece upstairs.
yeah, I could. I'm Blair
So
Witch
you
projecting
came-
it up though.
Keith,
Okay, wait.
I came in at the end of the podcast. Jeremy's just doing a walk around, kind of showing off some of our
Last
new
week
stuff.
we did the downstairs. You guys get to see the fact that there's an upstairs too.
we need to find a way to let Jeremy be able to hear us.
All
Oh,
right,
might
here's
be
a
him
sneak
right at the
piece.
end.
No, of course.
Of the set background. So
I
that
will
was
give
all
everybody
cut out
one
by the
guess
CNC
what
machine.
that's going to be.
There's panel number 2, same thing. I just got to cut all those circles out.
When he says cut them out, like
Look at
there's
that.
little notches holding it in.
Resin printer,
Oh my
resin.
gosh, I wish Jeremy could hear
There's a
me.
laser.
I mean, isn't it
Oh,
fun to
there's the
make fun of
laser.
him without him hearing?
Ingot. Surprise.
Which is
wood.
lousy with ingots. They just sit everywhere.
Right.
Unlasered ingot.
You should
If Mandalorians really want
yell
best
at
guys,
Jeremy to
come
look
here.
at you over the edge there.
Jeremy, he
Oh,
says,
never-
look at me
never
over the
mind.
edge. Oh, did you cut out?
Yeah, you cut out already.
I don't know. Chris said to do it.
Yeah, it's just an interesting perspective. So, yeah. There's what the set looks like from up high. Oh, look at all those lights. Oh, look at those horrible bundles of cables. That's going to be so much better than the new set.
I know the new set's gonna be great.
HDMI cord city. That's all the old stuff.
Yeah, we can just throw that in the
This is the
incinerator.
garbage you guys see that you guys don't see.
That's where I would normally say, hey, there's my 3D printer.
Yeah.
And now I took your spot, Chris.
All right. Well, I do want to say thank you for everybody joining us today. I do need to apologize for the audio-only listeners of the podcast. Once again, we provided absolutely nothing of value to you, but you can always make that better by joining us live Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/Rise of the Podcast. We do this every single week. Episode 200 is coming up in a couple of weeks, so you're going to want to stick around and see the full results of all of our hard work. You can also join us for old episodes on youtube.com/Rise of the Podcast. If you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video and comment down below to keep the conversation going. Oh my goodness, what an absolute wild ride. It always is. I gotta recue the raid. We waited too long. Oh my god.
Mayhem, we did draw.
Oh, he's not on.
What?
Do we have a second draw?
It's
RJ won.
mine says he's on.
All right, well, let me just type it. It's BLAZZY.
Yeah, he's on.
295.
Oh, Swanky's playing Fall Guys right now. I might be able to play Fall Guys in a little bit, Swanky.
Okay, there we go. So we got it
And-
queuing up. I don't know why it didn't come up on the thing, but there we go. Anyway, so this is the longest, worst outro ever, but so you guys do make it really fun every week, even though we are dealing with technical difficulties on a constant basis. But thank you all so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.